So there will be interruptions, that's inevitable. See you next week. Namaste. Hello and welcome to day 11. So today we're focusing on acceptance, and it's a big lesson in yoga in accepting life as it is, accepting life as it comes at us, and accepting exactly where we are in any given moment. I feel it's also a big thing that comes up in motherhood. We can't really change the children we get or the things that life throws at us and our family, but we can accept where we are. And sometimes it can feel like a struggle, but interestingly enough, just by finding acceptance, we can make our life so much easier. So today, we're going to bring acceptance into our practice. So we're just going to flow through a very simple yoga flow today and just try and bring that acceptance into all parts of it. So I'd like to start today by inviting you to bring your hands to a place in the body that maybe you haven't been so accepting of lately. So that negative talk that runs through your head, maybe in the morning when you look in the mirror, maybe when you're getting dressed. So it might be the midsection, it might be the thighs, it might be your arms, it could be any part of you that maybe has changed since motherhood, or perhaps you've always had a negative thing about this area. And I'd just like you to bring your hands to that area, sit tall in whatever comfortable seat you're currently sitting in, gently close down the eyes. So let's start by finding the breath. So finding our Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose. And as you're holding this place in your body that you often have negative thoughts about, I'd like you to let all those negative thoughts rise up. So imagine all the things you normally say on a daily basis, and maybe you don't even notice that you continue this internal mantra throughout your days. So maybe as you eat your lunch, as you go about an afternoon walk, maybe you're thinking about these things even then. So just let them all come up, any of these thoughts that you have. And then as you exhale, like you imagine them leaving the body. So they might leave the body with the breath. You might feel them floating away. Maybe you send them down into the earth. So let go of all these negative thoughts. And then for the next 5 breaths, I'd like you to repeat something positive about this area of the body. So if it's the legs, that they carry you strongly throughout your day. If it's the core, that they created your children, that they carried life for 9 months, and they continues to carry your body strongly throughout each and every day. If it's your arms, maybe it's that they hold and rock and lift everything that they need to in your daily life. So just sending a positive thought to the area with each of the next 5 breaths. And then slowly opening the eyes, bringing the hands back to heart center and just acknowledging this place in the body, feeling complete acceptance for it. And I'd like you to notice whenever those negative thoughts come up for you today, if you can do that same practice, exhale out the negative and send a positive. It's only by changing our thoughts that we can find acceptance of these areas. And even if there's something maybe we're still wanting to work on, we need to get rid of the negative first and start replacing it with the positive before any of that good change can happen. Let's get moving and let's bring that same acceptance to our practice today. So let's come onto hands and knees. So let's just move through one up cat, down cat today. Inhale up.
Exhale, look back towards the thighs. Then peel those toes back, lift back through down dog. Pedal out through the heels. Moving mindfully and just being aware of any thoughts that come up. We're just going to walk the feet up today towards the hands, finding forward fold. So bend generously through those knees if you need. Lift the hips high, maybe sway through the upper back. And then inhale, bend the knees, rise all the way up to stand. Exhale through heart. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, take a seat, find chair, and just momentarily exhale, elbow to thigh. Inhale, back through center. Exhale through the other side. Inhale, and exhale, fold. Inhale, step those feet back so you can find knees if you need or stay in full chaturanga. Exhale, lower down. Inhale to right. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, rise that right leg. Exhale, knee to chest and place the foot down, rising all the way up through high lunge and then open out to warrior two. So just take a moment here. Settle into this pose. Find acceptance of all parts of your practice, all parts of the body. Keep practicing breathing out any negative thoughts that come up. So it might be that this is hard, I'm hot, I'm tired. Just exhale, let them go. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, windmill down. Inhale, step it all the way back. Bend the knee, open out through the hip. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, under, open up, fallen triangle. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, forwards. So see if you can stay with the breath. Stay with your Ujjayi breath in and out through the nose. Exhale, open. Stay here for a moment. Settle in. It's often in the pauses that we notice these thoughts come up. But even in the flow of our daily life, inhale, reverse. They're often going along as a bit of a soundtrack. So see if you can start noticing them. It's only when we notice these thoughts that we can actually start changing them. Inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, take it under, rise up. Exhale. And lower it down. Inhale, shift the body weight forward. Exhale, hold here in plank. So you can take the knees if you need, if it's too strong. And this is a little bit of a intense focus on those thoughts that come up. So this is an intense pose. So it's no wonder that the intense thoughts start to come up. I can't do this, it's too hard. So just honor your body and where it's at. And when you need to, slowly lower the body down. Find baby cobra. And then exhale all the way back to child's pose. Sitting towards the heels, leaving the arms outstretched, and take the forehead down. And then inhale, come back up onto the knees. Step the left foot forwards, coming into a kneeling lunge. So leaning quite generously into this front hip. And then exhale, come back, draw the toes back towards you, stretching into this hamstring. And then we move with the breath. Inhale, coming forwards. Exhale, drawing back. Maybe inching the foot a little further forward each time. Eventually moving into a split variation. So it's quite intense. You can work with a prop underneath the body. So you could take a bolster to support. Again, an intense pose brings up intense thoughts. What's going on in your mind right now? Can you exhale them out? Send something loving to whatever thing you're thinking about in a negative way.
And then slowly exhale, press weight back into the palms, lift that front foot back, wiggle it all the way back and take a seat back towards your child's pose. Inhale, stepping forward on the other side, so just moving through on this side. Moving through with the breath, forwards and back. And then maybe you stay here just working forwards and back. For some of us, that's already intense enough. So really, all these poses are just an exploration of the self. So because I'm more flexible, I have to go into, I guess, something that looks a little bit more complicated in order to get that intensity, in order to be able to challenge myself. So it doesn't mean that you're working any less hard by taking an easier option. It just means that your body is not at that stage yet, and that what we, I guess, regard as an easier pose is giving you enough intensity. So stay where you need to go. Going further is only the work of the ego when you're not quite ready for it. So just sit here, releasing any negative emotions that come up in the intensity. So the longer you can sit with them and start just becoming aware of the thoughts as they arise, the better you'll find that you'll be able to practice this in your regular life as well. So let's inhale, press into those hands, lift that front leg all the way up and back. Take a seat towards the heels, rest the head down, wrap the arms around the body. So we just finish here in child's pose today. Sending total acceptance to our whole body, feeling acceptance of our lives wherever we're at, accepting of all that we've done today, maybe all that we did yesterday. It is exactly as it was meant to be. So knowing that whatever it is that your day looks like today, it is enough. You are enough. And that is our whole truth. We are enough. When you inhale, slowly rise the chest back up and come to have a seat. So thank you for practicing with me today. Might have been a little bit of a different class today. I really wanted to focus in on what goes on up here, which is really one of the most challenging parts of yoga, really quietening down that mind, noticing when the negative, unhelpful thoughts come up and starting to replace them with something positive. Knowing that whatever we do in our day, it's enough. We don't have to be achieving massive things. Really, all we're here to do is to love, is to participate in our community, whatever that looks like, and to just be here. That's, when stripped back, that's all there is. So let's stop putting all these unnecessary pressures on ourselves. It doesn't mean we don't have dreams and we don't keep moving towards them, but at the end of the day, being here and loving is all there is. I hope you enjoyed today's practice and you found some acceptance of your day and of yourself. I'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.